Good evening and welcome to Winchester as Winchester's 7th grade girls basketball team will take on Beardstown. With me today is Aaron Liddick, debuting on the mic. How's it going, Coach?
Not too bad. Game started already.
And right off the bat, turnover and missed shot by West Central, rebounded by Kaufman. Kicked out to Braylee Liddick, and she'll set things up. So a turnover from Beardstown. We'll catch everybody up here as soon as we get caught up. We're kind of behind on things. Liddick with the shot, missed long. West Central runs it down. I'm going to have to catch up on names. You may have to help me out.
I'll get you covered on names.
Good.
Especially for the 7th grade.
Underneath. Shot up, missed, batted around. Beardstown comes away with it.
All right, we'll probably have some full court pressure here. We usually start off with that. So
Liddick with the steal. It's turnover number 2, Beardstown. Liddick's going to take it to the basket. It's going to be partially blocked. Out to Kaufman. Kaufman kicks out to Liddick, and we're going to reset. And Coach Likes wants to talk about it. 1 minute into the game, we have no score. And Coach Likes will take a 30-second timeout, and we will too. That's what he said, something about we got on the Bluffs bus.
Coach Likes is famous for his early timeouts.
1 minute into the first quarter. I'd say that's quick. Turnover, West Central. Beardstown comes away with it, but quickly stolen by Kaufman. She's going to go up. Missed the shot.
Lawson picks up the loose ball. Looking for somebody to find in the corner here. Nice pass to Sophie Grubb. Sophie missed the shot. It's white ball out of bounds.
Well, it's not for lack of shots, Coach.
No, that's been a problem all year. We're probably like a 10% field goal shooting team this year so far. They'll start falling, though, at some point.
Kaufman backdoor cut. Liddick just missed her. Batted around. Grubb has it. Misses the shot. Beardstown with the rebound. They tie her up, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay here with West Central.
We're getting pretty good looks, just not making anything. We've had some nice passes so far, too.
And a wide open Kaufman, nice play there.
There
we've seen that a time or two.
Yeah. Oh, high-low.
Yeah.
All right, Winchester's in with full court pressure, looking for a trap on the side. But a foul on Adrian Kaufman.
That's her first, team's first. 4:19 left to go in the first. 2-0 West Central. Beardstown inbounds the ball. We're going to try to get names as soon as we can get our head wrapped around it. Crosses the timeline, but it's turnover. And right back at it, a little ahead of things. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Beardstown's ball. Turnover number 2 for West Central.
Everything's a little sloppy right now. We're getting some steals. Almost looked like we were surprised to get that steal.
Here comes the pressure again.
Funnel him to the sideline there and try and get a trap.
Beardstown breaks the press. It's coming up the floor. It's going to be a wide open girl underneath. That was number 41. Like I said, we'll get names. We got a late start here, so I don't have my head wrapped around all these names yet. Liddick with the basketball, breaks the timeline, kicks it out to Kaufman. Shot up, no good.
Rebound to Maya Little. She kicks it out. Lawson back up top to Adrian. They're going to start something up here. Nice spin dribble, Adrian, and a good find under the basket to Sophie Grubb for 2.
That makes it 4-0. West Central back in pressure. They're really extending themselves, and that's hurting them early here. Beardstown breaks the press, goes all the way down the floor, picks up the dribble. There's a shot. Missed, rebounded by Grubb. Liddick on the outlet. She fumbles it. It's going to be a turnover number 3, West Central.
It seemed like the Winchester girls are quite ready to go here tonight.
Dual roles for Coach Liddick. He's up here announcing, but he's also got a daughter down there. So if you have to bite your tongue or you have to walk away for a bit, it's understandable.
I already have.
Turnover number 4 for West Central. Beardstown has the basketball. She's going to go all the way up, and she's going to score. That's Flynn for Beardstown. 4-2, and Jason Likes wants to talk about it again. 2:35 left to go in the first quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. Back at it here in Winchester, 2:35, and Beardstown brings the pressure, and right off the bat, it's a turnover. Into Flynn, she takes a shot. She's going to miss it. Rebounded, fought for, and West Central comes away with it. That's Liddick.
Beardstown's doing a really good job of pressuring so far in this game. We haven't seen a lot of that so far this season, so it'll be interesting to see how we end up reacting to this. Haven't seen many presses, so see if our girls can stay composed.
Ball comes in to Kaufman. She's going to dribble up the floor. Flynn almost had her. She throws up the floor, and it's going to be turnover number 4 for West Central. Looking for Grubb, and she just threw it a little long.
See if West Central can get a turnover and get some buckets going here, change the pace of this game.
Ball into Flynn. She passes ahead. Beardstown's not having any issues really to speak of with this pressure. Shot by Beardstown. That's number 20, Tracy. Now Flynn with the shot. She misses long. Right now, I can tell you, and I don't know, they're just outworking us.
Yeah. They're working harder than us. Our press up here, we're supposed to be moving them to the sideline and trying to get in a trap, and our guards are just letting them go right down the middle and not putting any pressure on them at all.
Here's the pressure from Beardstown. Nice pass into the middle to Kaufman. That's where you want to be to Grubb. She scores.
Nice job there by West Central to get the ball in the wing, get it in the middle, get a fast break, easy layup.
Ball comes into Flynn. She has done a nice job of just breaking right there, splitting the defense. She gets it knocked away, and now it's a turnover. Turnover number 6, Beardstown. Liddick to the basket. She's going to travel. Went to jump stop and just slightly
looks like
lost her footing.
Liddick's a little frustrated right now. She's got to keep her head and be able to keep her team in the game here. But I agree, Coach. Beardstown's just playing harder and smarter than us right now.
That's good. I don't know how many games this group's had any competition, have they?
Not very many games, so it's nice to get something here.
Liddick on the turnover, passes down to, is that Lawson? She misses the shot. Gets her own rebound, goes to Liddick. She finds Little. Little does not take the shot.
There we go. Adrienne Kaufman to the basket and gets fouled, so she should be shooting 2 here, I think.
$1:13 left to go in the first quarter. 6-2 West Central over Beardstown. Kaufman at the line for 2 shots. That foul was on Flynn. Her first, team second.
Adrienne misses the first one. She gets set to shoot her second free throw here. Misses both of them. Loose ball. Maya Little comes up with the loose ball. Heads out of bounds, saved by Liddick. Beardstown comes up with it. They're on a fast break.
Oh, well, the scoreboard went out, and the referee stopped the fast break. I don't know, Coach. I think you maybe let that go and then fix the scoreboard after the fast break.
Yeah, you can fix that later.
Yeah. It happens. We're going to reset. West Central already with 6 turnovers. Beardstown with 7 turnovers. So both teams with the pressure struggling a little bit.
Beardstown to inbound the ball here. West Central pressuring. Adrian Kaufman with the steal up top. She's headed down for a layup, and she's able to finish. West Central up 8-2 with just under a minute left to go in the first quarter.
Ball goes where you don't want it, right to the middle of the floor. That was Flynn. They break the press, but they turn it over on the pass. Well, I think so. That was a turnover, right, Coach? I didn't see his hand.
Well, I didn't see what he did either, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah. West Central ball.
Lawson to inbound into Liddick. Here's Beardstown's pressure, and West Central does a nice job of finding the middle again. I don't know, the pass looked okay. Just went right through her hands.
A little bit of a tough angle there. There was a defender in between. But that would have been a good catch if Sophie would have made it.
44 seconds left to go. Beardstown coming up against the pressure. That's
there
Flynn.
It is. That's the one. That's the pass you want to steal right there when it comes middle. Ball out of bounds on Beardstown, so it'll be West Central ball with 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. Liddick to inbound.
Ball comes into Kaufman with 30 seconds left to go. She throws cross court and throws it over the head of Little. It's turnover number 8.
Beardstown is doing a great job of pressuring our ball handlers and passers and making it tough to make to see the cutters and make good passes here. So
Beardstown broke the pressure a couple times here, and they're trying to go to the well maybe too many times. Dribbling through that is not going to always be your option. Flynn does just that, tries to dribble through it. It's picked off. Pass ahead to Little. She misses the shot, may have been blocked. Liddick with the basketball. She misses the shot. Beardstown with the rebound. There's a jump ball. It's going to go to stay with Beardstown with 10.7 seconds left to go. 8-2 West Central. The pressure's coming. It's Flynn and Tracy up here at the top trying to break that pressure. Flynn goes down the sideline. Now she comes back to the middle. It's going to Tracy. Tracy finds a wide open player, misses it, rebound, misses, and that's probably going to be the quarter. After one, it's 8-2 West Central. 60-second break. We'll be right back. Here in Winchester, 8-2 West Central over Beardstown, 7th grade basketball game. And, Coach, we've seen a lot of pressure. We have 10 turnovers for Beardstown, 8 turnovers for West Central. What do you see? What adjustments would you make as if you're West Central?
Well, for West Central, on our pressure, on our press, we're letting the dribbler get through the middle way too easy and breaking the press. And then when you go to the other side, when we're offensively trying to break the press, we're doing a great job of getting in the middle. But then we're not finishing at the end, looking ahead passes and just not making the bucket. So hopefully they'll start falling here, which I think they will. So
West Central inbounds the ball. It's to Kaufman. Kaufman guarded by Flynn. She crosses her up. Nice pass to Grubb. It gets knocked away, but Liddick has it, and she puts it in.
Adrian did a real nice job of taking it to the hole there and finding Grubb underneath. Nice steal by Liddick. Finds Lawson under the basket. Missed shot. Maya Little with another good rebound. Kicks it out to Adrian. Another missed shot. We're all right. Here we go.
Ball goes off Beardstown's foot. It's going to stay here with West Central. 10-2 with 5:30 left to go in the second quarter.
Liddig to inbound to Hallie Lawson. Good find to Adrian Kaufman. She takes it. Ooh. Looks like have a foul on number 41 from Beardstown. So Adrian's going to get a chance to chuck 2 more up there.
That's Lawson's foul. Her first, team's third.
Kaufman's first one up and is good. 11-2 West Central. Second one's up, and she makes both. 12-2. West Central still pressing.
And just like you talked about, there goes Flynn right to the middle of the floor, and they just got to work better at getting that funneled.
Yeah, the funnel starts, and then the person funneling will either let them come back middle way too easy.
Right. They're doing, yeah, you're right. They're doing a great job of making sure the ball goes exactly where they want it to, right out here in these corners. But when it's a couple dribbles and we overdo it, she's coming back to the middle.
Yep.
And we haven't made her change yet. So I know Coach Likes will probably be talking about that in several timeouts and maybe halftime adjustment.
Nice pass. Beardstown got a shot at the block there. They missed it, but Maya Little with the rebound. Gets it to Liddig. She's dribbling up the floor. Finds Lawson in the corner. Now looks like we're going to maybe set something up. Looks like Braley got the ball tipped away from her by number 1 Flynn, I believe. Ends up with the jump ball here.
I think he called a kick there.
Oh, a kick, okay.
So somehow in that mess, it stays West Central's ball. High-low action, nice pass to Kaufman. She's fouled by Lawson. That's her second. Team's fourth. She's already been to the line twice. She's 2 out of 4. So
there she makes her first one. Adrian's a real nice shooter. Got a nice soft touch. Second one's up. Hard off the back iron, but we got a whistle. And looks like a foul on Adrian Kaufman, fighting for the rebound. So it's Beardstown ball. They're inbounding it here. Into Flynn. She's kind of surveying the court, seeing where she wants to go. And West Central was actually doing a really nice job of keeping her contained there. And Beardstown called a timeout to avoid the 10-second call, I believe.
30-second timeout with 4:47 left to go in the second quarter. We'll just stay right here, catch up with Coach Liddig. If you don't know, this is his debut on the mic. I talked to him, and I probably harassed you for like a good month to get you to come up here and do this.
Yeah, I said no probably at least 10 times. And then came down to the last couple days, and he was wanting some help, so I finally agreed against Braley's wishes. She did not want me to do this.
Well, you know, we coach a lot of things together. We coached 5th and 6th grade basketball. We've coached the little guys, our own sons. We coached Little League, and now we're broadcasting together. I feel like our friendship is going to the next level here, Coach.
It's there. It's already there.
Beardstown with the basketball. They break the pressure. That's Tracy with the basketball. She passes ahead to Lawson. She takes a shot, partially blocked. West Central comes down with the rebound. Outlet to Liddig. Everybody kind of left her, but she breaks it into the middle to Kaufman, and Kaufman's going to find nice pass. She's always looking.
Yeah, nice job, Adrian. She's a real great option once you get the ball to the middle of the floor to her to be able to either create a shot for herself or for others. So she does a great job at that.
This is my first time watching those 7th grade. I've heard that they're a good basketball team, and 15-2 right now, West Central leading. With 4:06 left to go in the second quarter. Shot by Beardstown. It's long. Liddig with the rebound.
Liddig's just got to make sure she's looking up the floor. She's trying to attack that pressure, which is good, but she's got to see what's there.
My Little into Grubb. It's blocked. It's going to get kicked out. Liddig going baseline. No real option there. She throws it. It gets batted around. Grubb runs it down. Saves the turnover there. Nice move by Liddig. She's fouled, and she's going to the line.
She might have got fouled a couple times there.
Yep.
She forced one in the last time and ended up making a bad pass. We got lucky to keep it, but now she gets to go to the line and shoot a couple free throws here.
That puts foul number 3 on Lawson for Beardstown. That's team 5, foul number 5.
Liddig misses the first. Beardstown is playing really, really physical and aggressive. So it's given, even though it's 15-2, it's frustrating the West Central girls and giving them a battle here. Liddig misses both. Rebound to Beardstown. Get a turnover here. Sophie Grubb gets a turnover and a layup right at the bucket here. Nice job, Sophie Grubb.
Well, that was Maltby that turned the ball over, but I'm not going to give her a bad time about that. Everybody from Beardstown ran to the other end of the floor, and she was trying to outlet it 15 feet away. So that'll be an adjustment that they'll need to make. Turnover again for Beardstown. That's number 13. Liddig.
Good find, Maya Little.
To Maya Little, and she finds Sophie Grubb. I don't know what they called underneath, if that was a travel or.
Yeah, I think he called it travel. She shuffled her feet a little bit after she caught it. It was a good find by Maya, though. She caught the ball on the wing and found Grubb cutting down the middle. West Central has pulled the press off. Now they're kind of picking up half court here. Beardstown pass to the wing and off Beardstown player number 31's hands and out of bounds. So West Central ball again.
2:53 left to go in the second quarter, 17-2. We've got some subs coming in.
That is Olivia Clark, number 25 for West Central, in for Sophie Grubb, and Macy Lawson, number 35, in for Maya Little.
Liddig crosses the timeline on her pass. Where she could get it out of her hands, drug her foot. Turnover number 10 for West Central. The game can kind of speed you up, and I think that's what's happening with West Central right now. They're just getting ahead of themselves. They're dribbling when they don't necessarily need to dribble, and getting themselves in trouble.
It's like number 20 for Beardstown, jumper from the wing that goes, so it's 17-4 West Central.
That's Tracy, and Tracy steals it right off the inbound. She's fouled by Kaufman.
I think that's probably number 2 on Adrian, I believe.
I think you're right.
West Central's in a 2-3 zone here as Beardstown inbounds ball underneath their basket.
Tracy with the shot, a little long.
Olivia Clark with the rebound there. Passed up ahead to Liddig. She comes down the floor. Tried to cross over and ended up turning the ball over.
Tracy on the ahead for the Beardstown Lady Tigers. She's fouled by Liddig and will go to the line for 2 with 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. 17-4. West Central.
I think Liddig just needs to take a breather here. She's forcing it a little bit too much and turning the ball over and not really doing what her team needs to get the offense set up. Beardstown, number 20, free throw up and good. 17-5 Beardstown.
That's Tracy at the line. We're finally starting to get some names down.
Denny is. I'm not. I have no idea.
Tracy misses her second shot. Kaufman with the rebound. It's all right. You'll get it by about the time the fourth quarter comes around. Kaufman going all the way. Wasn't even stopped. She's going to take a shot, and she should. Scores.
Worked out well for her there. Started to pick up their dribble to pass and kind of lost it, and everybody left, so she ended up with a shot. Good adjustment by Kaufman.
Flynn with the basketball. Passes to number 44. Goes off her hands. That's Bowman. And out of bounds. Beardstown still bringing the pressure. 19-5.
And they should. We've not handled that real well.
Kaufman comes up the sideline, finds Liddig in the middle. That's what we are doing well, is finding that middle person. Liddig takes a shot, misses it, kicks it back out. Another shot by West Central. It's missed. Rebound by number 34 from Beardstown.
Hallie Lawson got her hand on a pass there. But ends up getting to the Beardstown player, and Adrian Kaufman knocks it out of bounds. So Beardstown ball on the sideline. So West Central's dropped back into, they're in their 2-3 zone, but they kind of extended out a little bit. Beardstown's doing a pretty decent job of moving the ball around. Shot up, number 20, who is Tracy. Is that right?
You're right.
Hey, I
You got it.
right.
She's been very active. Flynn and Tracy, both for Beardstown, very active. There's a timeout on the floor. 1:10 left to go in the second quarter. 17-9. West Central will be back in 60 seconds. Back here in Winchester, 1:10 left to go in the half. 19-7 West Central in the 7th grade game.
Looks like Coach Likes put the starters back in for West Central. Beardstown still pressing.
They jumped the pass. That was Flynn who picked it off. Or I'm sorry, that was Tracy that picked it off. Passing to Flynn, jump ball. It's going to be a turnover. Beardstown basketball.
That's about 3 just bad passes right off the inbound pass that we've had.
Kind of getting robotic and thinking that pass is always going to be open, and that's what gets you in trouble. Tracy.
Liddig with a steal, heading down for a fast break. Misses the layup. Looked like she was expecting some contact and didn't get as much as she should instead of just finishing the play.
She definitely got fouled from my angle, but we got to keep playing. Officials miss it just like we miss it. Cutter to Coppin. Coppin puts it up and scores.
That play's working really well. It's just a high-low cross cut from elbow to elbow, and Adrian's gotten 3 shots out of that, so it's working well.
40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 21-7 West Central. Shot up, missed by Beardstown, rebounded by Little, knocked out of her hands and out of bounds, but it stays West Central ball.
Little's doing a good job on the boards today. I don't know how many she's got, but she's probably got at least 4 or 5 rebounds in this first half.
Very active. Coppin to Liddig. Liddig ahead to Grubb. Grubb to Maya Little. She puts it up. She misses it. Rebounded by Lawson. Out to Liddig. Finds Grubb, who's triple teamed, it looked like.
Yeah, for sure.
13 seconds to go.
Coach Likes is yelling reset, reset. So, and Hallie Lawson shoots a 3 from the wing with about 8 seconds left. It goes out of bounds.
That's part of the game that you're going to have to learn. You know, the older you get, if you get into a varsity game, take that shot. Picked off by Lawson.
Hallie Lawson leading that play.
And turnover again. So we trade turnovers. To end the half, it's 21-7 West Central. It'll be a 10-minute halftime. We'll come back in a couple minutes, have a few stats for you, maybe talk a little bit, and get ready for the second half. Welcome back to Winchester. About 7 minutes left to go in the half. It's 21-7, West Central's 7th grade team over Beardstown. Beardstown right now led by Tracy with 5 points, followed by Flynn with 2 points, and that rounds out their scoring of 7. For West Central, Adrian Kaufman had a nice first half, 11 points for her. She's 3 of 6 from the line. Sophie Grubb with 8 points and 2 points for Braley Liddick gives West Central their 21 points. So, Coach, we've seen a half of basketball. This is my first time watching the 7th grade play. You've obviously got a daughter and probably have seen every one of their games. What do you like? What do they need to improve on here? What's their adjustments here at halftime?
Well, I think one of the things we've been struggling with all year is just finishing around the basket. So we get a lot of looks, but we don't knock a lot of them down. So we actually are doing a really good job of breaking their press, getting the ball in the middle, and finding people. It's just finishing. But I think if we start to handle their pressure a little bit more, it'll be that much easier. Braley Liddick feels like she's forcing it a little bit right now, so she's not making getting the offense started. And finding people. So handle that pressure as they're bringing the ball up the floor, and just the ball pressure in general on the wings, and I think they'll be able to find some cutters and hopefully start knocking down some more shots.
And if you're Beardstown, I think we've said this from the get-go. They're active, they're aggressive. This is probably and this was your words, not mine, because I haven't only seen them play once, but probably the best pressure you've seen all year. So if you're Beardstown, you keep the pressure up, you keep the activity up. You really had early on, I thought, West Central on their heels a little bit, and like you said earlier, a little frustrated as well. What you need to do better is obviously take care of the ball as well if you're Beardstown, and take away that middle. West Central, as Coach has just pointed out, has done a great job of finding the middle and coming up the floor. So those would be my adjustments if I'm Beardstown going into halftime. So
I'd ratchet up that pressure if I was them, because we're not handling it, and this is great for our West Central girls to be able to get into a game like this and have somebody punch them in the mouth, and let's see how we respond.
And that's what halftime's for. So they have 5 minutes left to go in the halftime. We'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Likes has for his girls. We're going to take a break. We'll be back at the start of the third quarter, but again, it's 21-7 West Central here at Winchester. here at Winchester, 21-7 as we break away from halftime. So we're going to see the fun part of basketball. This is what's fun for me, and I'm sure for you as well. The game of adjustments. And what are we going to do? How are we going to change it? Beardstown, again, like Coach said, it brought the pressure and really gave us some fits there for a couple trips down the floor. And I thought at the beginning of the game, again, really had us on our heels.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Likes does different. We haven't really had much of a chance to run offensive sets because we've been breaking pressure and getting layups, but let's see what we do here.
Beardstown will start with a basketball. Into Tracy. Tracy and Flynn have been their go-tos, it looks like, so far.
West Central's in their traditional 2-3 zone. It looks like they pulled it back just a little bit, though. They're not being quite as aggressive.
And that's Coppin picking up the foul out front. That's her third. She's going to have to be careful. This is early in the second or third quarter.
But I hear Coach likes saying pressure, so maybe they weren't supposed to do that in the very part of it. Here we go.
Ball comes into Lawson. She kicks it out to Flynn. Flynn swings it over to Tracy. She takes the shot. It's going to be a little long. It's going to be batted around, run down by Flynn.
Beardstown got the ball on the wing here to 31, back up top. Adrian jumps the pass on the reversal and heads down for a fast break and gets fouled.
That's turnover number 17 for Beardstown. Great anticipation by Kaufman to get that ball. She's actually the low part of that zone.
Coach likes, that's one of the things he does with this 2-3 zone is he tries to pressure with his guards and let his blocks come up and get that wing pass.
Liddick out front, ball gets batted away, but it stays with West Central. Kaufman runs it down. Looking for somebody, ends up kicking it back out to Liddick. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 21-7.
Going to try and set this up here.
Nice crossover by Liddick. She goes to the basket. May have gotten fouled, missed the shot. Sophie Grubb with the rebound, puts it up, misses, puts it up again, misses her shot, and Tracy has the rebound.
Got a couple of looks there. Again, just unable to finish. Jump ball.
I like what I see. I mean, they're not afraid to put the ball up. You're right. They're just missing their shots. High-low action. That's
another
money.
That's I think they're 4 for 4 here on this high-low action. We run this with our 4th and 5th graders, same inbound play, and it works over and over again. Adrian Kaufman to the line again.
And what they're just simply, you have coaches all the time. They're just crossing. They're just crossing. Well, yeah, we're just crossing, but we're creating a train wreck is what's happening, and you got players running into players. We know what we're doing, but the defense has a hard time adjusting to those players crossing each other.
Kaufman missed her first one. Second one's up and good. So that makes it 22-7 West Central.
Ball comes into Flynn. She breaks the pressure, going to bring it down. Picks her dribble up, and a jump ball.
Brother Liddick ties her up. Jump ball, it'll stay here. And when I say here, I mean Beardstown's end, I guess.
Yeah, here meaning our end. Right under us. We're up in the balcony, if you know anything about Winchester, up in the band room, calling the game. Shot up by Lawson, missed.
Good rebound, Maya.
With the rebound. Fought for, was kind of knocked away.
Ends up in a scrum with another jump ball, which will be Winchester's ball this time.
Beardstown still bringing the pressure. Ball comes into Kaufman, guarded by Flynn. She breaks the pressure, passes to Liddick, to Lawson in the corner, back out to Liddick. Guarded by Tracy.
Nice kick to Adrian. Adrian with a nice find to Sophie Grubb. Looked like a lot of contact. She went up for the shot, but looked like ends up being a block shot. Beardstown ball coming down the floor.
Here's Flynn. She picks that dribble up again, passes up to Tracy. Tracy with a shot. Looked good. A little long.
Good rebound by Grubb.
It's one of the hardest rebounds, too. Those balls that come off that rim hard. The shot was long and hard. Lawson into Grubb. Somehow handles that. It was kind of batted and landed on her shoulder there for a while, and then
I think it actually hit the defender on the backside in the shoulder and then landed on Sophie's hands.
Well, good for us. 3:40 left to go in the third quarter, 22-7. West Central inbounding the ball to be Liddick to inbound the ball.
We're set up in that high-low with two people on the elbows again.
That was Lawson that picked up the foul. That's her fourth. She's replaced by Herzog for Beardstown.
Well, the Beardstown defended it well that time, but we still ended up getting a layup. Liddick inbounded to Maya Little, and then she found a diagonal pass to Sophie Grubb. So nice pass by Maya Little.
Good job by Little. She had her head up and saw that and found Grubb. Ball gets batted away. It stays here with West Central, or I'm sorry, Beardstown. Flynn with the basketball. Finds Herzog down low. She puts a shot up. Misses the shot. Tracy with the rebound. She kicks it out.
Got to be strong with it here, Lawson. Pivot. Use your dribble.
It's Flynn bringing the pressure. West Central breaks it. 24-7. 2:51 left to go in the third quarter.
We look a little bit like we don't know what we're doing offensively here.
They bring a lot of ball pressure, but they're off their ball pressure is just a lot of sagging, and I think that's creating a little bit of a.
We're just not handling that pressure. We're not handling contact. It's actually making us withdraw. We're either withdrawing and not doing anything, or trying to go too hard and still not doing anything.
Right.
We need to relax a little bit and find that flow.
So 2:39 left to go in the third quarter. Coach Likes calls a timeout. It's 24-7. We'll take a quick break and be right back. At it here in Winchester. Need to give a shout out to Osley Walker. He said the big hello on the YouTube. Hopefully he's still with us. Sorry about that, Oz. I know you did that early and I didn't get back with you. Osley, one of our big players on the 4th and 5th grade team, man.
I love Oz and his attitude and his work ethic all the time. So hey, Oz.
Ball comes into high-low action into Kaufman. She makes it look easy. 26-7.
Found it again there.
The defender kind of got crossed up. She turned around like a ballerina there and just kind of lost sight of the ball.
Adrian Kaufman with the steal. We've extended that pressure to half court a little bit. Oh, nice pass, Adrian. She attacks middle and looks opposite as she's driving and finds Grubb, who missed the shot, went off the opposite side.
Great court vision, at least this game. Like I said, this is the first time I've seen the 7th grade play, and I'm sure this isn't anything new for you, Coach. But her head is up, seems like at all times, and she has great court awareness and vision.
She's just got that knack for basketball. She really does. Coach Lex and I joke around sometimes and call her the Venus flytrap because she kind of looks like she's not doing much sometimes, and then all of a sudden she'll have a steal and then a great pass and then knock down something. So.
Nice pass by Tracy. Shot is missed, though. It's going to be tied up. The rebound came to Bowman down low, but she got tied up by a West Central player. I guess he's not going to give him the jump ball. He's going to give the coach the timeout. So we're going to take it as well. 1:59 left to go in the third quarter, 26-7, West Central. Back here out of the timeout. Beardstown will trigger the ball.
West Central still in the 2-3 here. Nice pass on the inbound. Beardstown gets a shot up in the paint, but rolls off the rim. Adrian Kaufman with the rebound and starts to bring the ball up the floor. Handles the pressure.
Almost a turnover, but Liddick picks it up and saves her left hand. She had a nice look. Stay with it. She had a nice look. Just need to be a little bit higher, and she would have had it. She'll get it.
Liddick is struggling today. Maybe she just needs to find something, get a loose ball, a layup, get some extra rebounds, do something extra and get her going here.
Yeah, that's sometimes that's all you need. We all have bad games, and so if it isn't working for you, find something else. Find that spark that's going to get you going.
I don't know what's happening here.
It's going to be Coates coming in the game for number 31, Maltby. Not sure why. There was a stoppage in play. Kaufman with the basketball, kicks it out to Liddick. Liddick with ball above her head, guarded closely by Tracy. She takes her to the basket. She has a nice left-handed move, nice move, all the way to the basket and scores. That's what you need. Maybe that's what you need to get rolling.
Yeah, we'll see here. Hopefully we'll get some. We're pressuring a little bit again. Beardstown breaks the press. And looks like Adrian slaps the ball away, comes up with a steal. She's bringing the ball up the floor.
Nobody guarding her, really.
No,
now Flynn picks her up.
We're going to try and set it up here. Just under a minute left here. Liddick with the ball on the wing to Kaufman. That's one thing that I'm seeing it from Braley and from Adrian. That Beardstown defenders are up tight, and we're holding the ball above our head, straight up. Adrian had it right in front. We got to be aggressive there. Pivot, rip.
Yeah, that was Flynn just being a heads-up basketball player. Ball was in front of her, and she just took it. Ball comes to the wing to Tracy. Guard around for Flynn. She kicks it up to the top. Sorry, that wasn't Tracy. That was Coates. Shot up by Beardstown. That was Bowman. She misses the shot, and Liddick with the rebound. I'm sorry, Liddick with the outlet. It was Little with another rebound.
Maya does a really good job of getting up. Okay. Maya does a really good job of jumping. For her rebounds, actually. So that she gets her hands on a lot of balls because she's pretty athletic and jumps well. So
another turnover for Beardstown, and that's where almost a turnover for West Central. So 7 seconds left. No, you're down in distance, and Liddick's fouled up top.
Really got a couple of last possessions where she drove and got some nice finishes. So maybe she's starting to actually be here in the game now.
Two very good moves by Liddick. Sweeping the ball, going with her left hand. Now looks like she may have a little bit of confidence.
We're going to get rid of those Christmas socks, though. No more of those Christmas socks.
Is that what she's wearing?
Yeah.
I'm colorblind, so better than dress socks, I guess. Shot missed by Liddick. Shot up by Sophie Grubb, and they're going to count it. She got the rebound off Liddick's miss. Puts the ball in. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. 32-7 West Central. This is a 7th grade game. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Back at Winchester, fourth quarter starts 32-7 West Central. This is seventh grade action. We have a couple new players in there, Coach. Number 25 and 35 for West Central.
25 is Olivia Clark from Bluffs, and Macy Lawson is 35, also from Bluffs.
Liddick finds Sophie Grubb. The ball taken away by Bowman. I'm sorry, that was Lawson. Tracy with the basketball. Bounce passes over to Coates.
Got a little bit of a trap here. Let's try and keep from fouling. Beardstown got it out, and they're reversing the ball back up top here. Beardstown to the wing. Liddick's guarding somewhat hard on the wing. Another reversal as Lawson takes 13 for Beardstown at the point. Loose ball. Jump ball.
She tried to split those defenders and knocked away. It is a jump ball. Looks like it's going to stay
with Beardstown.
With Beardstown.
West Central in a 2-3 zone here. Beardstown's got 4 across. Set a couple of nice screens. Get it passed to the corner and a shot by
Maltby, and she misses the shot. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Liddick with the basketball. Head to Lawson. Head up.
Use your dribble, Hallie. Use your dribble.
She tries to find Grubb. It's overthrown, but it goes off Beardstown's foot and will stay here with West Central.
Well, underneath our basket, we'll see how the high-low action goes here with this group. Liddick finds Lawson. That's Macy Lawson, number 35, on the high-low action, and finishes. Nice shot. She does a real nice job of finishing. When she gets in the game, she gets a good look at it, and she finishes around the rim really nicely.
It's going to be a foul on Liddick. Caught reaching. I think that's her second if they call it on Liddick. I think it is.
I think they did too.
It's her second, team's second. Ball comes into Maltby. She takes a shot. It's going to be a little long. Rebounded by Clark.
Clark off to Liddick. She's bringing the ball up the floor. She's looking. Crosses over at the top. Finds Lawson. But she ends up being kind of double teamed and losing the ball, and Beardstown's on the way back the other way.
Tracy with the ball. She goes all the way to the basket and is going to be fouled. Nobody stopped ball, and why not? So she's going to the line looking for Beardstown's first points of the second half. 34-7 West Central. Her first shot is no good.
So Adrian Kaufman coming back into the game for Liddick, and Maya Little back in for Hallie Lawson.
Second shot is also missed. Kaufman with the rebound.
Looks like Kaufman's going to run point for us now, which she definitely has that skill.
Just very impressed with her passing. That pass was found. She finds Grubb. Grubb puts it in.
She does a really nice job on her spin dribble, so she'll go left and spin and then can find people or create off that spin dribble.
Maltby with the shot. It's going to be long. Battle for the rebound. Coates comes down with it. Kicks it out to number 20, Tracy. Up top to number 31, Maltby. Over to the wing. I'm trying to catch all these names.
Yeah,
Gill.
I'm terrible. We got one on the ground here. Jump ball. Looks like it's going to be West Central ball.
Beardstown's bringing the pressure. Nope, they're going to fall back now. 36-7 with 3:16 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Adrian with another She goes left, does that spin dribble, uses those metatarsals with the spin and lays it up over the top.
Very important to use the metatarsals.
Very important. Substitution here for Beardstown, number 30. I don't know why I'm talking about this because I don't have the names. Denny, it's you.
Well, I'm going to butcher it, so be patient with me. But it's Zambelli, I think is how you pronounce that, is subbing into the game. If not, you can tell us all about it right in the comments. I'll get it right the next time.
Sophie Grubb plays that wing pass from the bottom, gets a steal. Goes down for the fast break, but loses the ball just as she's getting ready to shoot the layup. And Hallie Lawson back into the game for Sophie Grubb.
Sophie Grubb, another one that's had a nice game down low for West Central. 12 points for her. She's been a product of some good passes, but you still have to make them.
That's a couple of games in a row for Sophie. I think she had 13 the last game. So this 7th grade girls team, I've been watching them for a lot of years now, and they've really grown. I'm super proud of all of them. I mean, it's a pretty small group. They've only got 7 girls on the team, and these 5 have been together for a while. So they're all getting better every single year. And
as always, the future looks bright for the West Central varsity or high school basketball team. You got more players coming up.
a nice ball movement there. We had Lawson to Kaufman, Kaufman to Maya Little, and then Maya to Olivia Clark. We missed the shot, but like 3 really nice passes that defense didn't have a chance to catch up to.
Maya passes the ball, another one that sees the floor really well, at least what I'm seeing out of this game. And again, this is my first game seeing her play. I'd like for her to shoot a little bit more. I mean, it's a couple times where she's looking to pass more than
chuck something, Maya.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No kidding. We'd ever passed.
There. Hallie to Macy Lawson again on the high-low. We got it and missed, but Macy ended up missing 2 shots. But
here's Flynn with the basketball. She has it knocked away. It's going to be a turnover. Beardstown, that's 21 for Beardstown in the turnover department. Although Beardstown's pressure has caused us to turn it over at least, well, we got 17 times here, so.
It's a bunch. Adrian brings the ball up on some pressure again. Spin dribble. Ooh, she about lost one there, though. And she finds Clark, gets a shot up, but she misses it. And she got her own rebound and got blocked from behind. Maya Little with another rebound. Now they're swinging it, reversing it. Hallie Lawson to Macy. Back around. Adrian's got a 3, but she's not going to take it. Hallie Lawson looking, finds Macy on the block. She gets it up. Not able to finish. Olivia Clark with a rebound, and she's fouled. So she's going to go to the line.
1:14 left to go in the game. Clark at the line for 2 shots. It's 36-7 West Central.
Olivia getting a chance to put some points on the board here. First shot is up, and no good. Sophie Grubb into the game for Adrian Kaufman. That'll probably be the last time we see Adrian. Nice job, Adrian.
Agreed. Played a game not only on the point side of things, but just seeing the floor and kind of being the general out there tonight.
Olivia Clark missed her second, but the ball goes off out of bounds off of Beardstown, so it'll be West Central ball under our basket. And Hallie finds Sophie Grubb for another bucket.
That makes the score 38-7 with 1 minute left to go here in the game. A couple new players for Beardstown. That's number 10 with the shot, Beller.
Oh, good hustle from number 32 from Beardstown. She went diving into the bleachers over there. About messed up some of our fans in the stands, possibly.
Good hustle. Keeps it in their possession. Flynn with the long shot. It's missed. Rebounded by Clark.
Use your dribble, Hallie. Use your dribble.
Being pressured by Beardstown, it's going to be a jump ball. Flynn was able to tie her up. It's a running clock right now because of the 30-point lead for West Central. 10 seconds left to go. We've got a stoppage in play.
I think Beardstown coach called a timeout so they could get this play off here and maybe get somebody a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Can't take them with you.
Yeah, that's right. 32 with the shot. She's going to miss, and that's going to be.
She's going to get another shot here.
Ball bounces around.
First
She
screen.
takes another shot, and she misses it. And that will be our basketball game. 38-7, West Central 7th grade girls basketball team beats Beardstown. We have a 15-minute in between games. We'll take a little break here. I got to get my book updated and get ready for the 8th grade game. back here at Winchester. We're in between games, 7th grade. 38-7, West Central pulls away and wins this one. Leading scorers for Beardstown, Tracy with 5 points and Flynn with 2 points. That gave them their 7 points for the game. West Central led by 2 players, Adrian Kaufman with 14 points and Sophie Grubb with 14 points. Braley Liddick chipped in 6 points, and Macy Lawson with 4 points. That gives them their 38 points for the game.
Good defensive effort in the second half by West Central with a little bit less pressure, but sat back in the zone and gave up 0 points in the second half. So that was a good adjustment there.
Yeah, when we talked about it at halftime, I think one of the problems that they were having is they were over anxious on their press. They're getting their wing players up a little too high, and I think they'll see that on film, whether they watch it on this channel or they watch it on their film, whatever. And when you do that, you leave yourself pretty vulnerable to the middle of the floor, and that's what was happening. Beardstown was able to find that middle and attack it.
Especially if you come up against a team like we talked about offline. You come up against a team that has some players with that ability, they're gonna exploit that real quick, and that's what was happening for us.
So West Central, I don't know, is this an undefeated season so far, Coach? Again, this is my first game.
Yes, we have not been beaten yet. I don't know if that's 5-0, 6-0, something like that maybe, I think. Haven't had very many games close, so that 7th grade group has a lot going for them. I mean, the 8th grade group's the same way at this point, but just like I said earlier, really proud of all those 7th graders and how far they've come over the years, and I just hope they all stick with it, and once high school comes around, they all stick with it and keep going and have a chance to have something special then.
Agreed. Could be a fun group to watch for many years to come, and I hope they do stick it together. I see that, so post-game wise, you made it through your first game. How was it?
Well, I'll answer that question after the 8th grade game. I feel like I'll be able to be a little more free and relax a little bit when I'm not trying to comment while I'm watching my child play. So that was the first time for me. But
yeah,
we'll see. It's fun. I'm sure that people are holding their ears by listening to me so far, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, our number of viewers went up when we went offline. I don't know what that was all about, if they were just happy we were offline or –
one of my buddies from work, we talk a lot about elite mediocrity, and I feel like I'm not quite to elite mediocrity yet. I'm not there, so
that's a good one. Well, I see Braley made her way to the stands. I don't know if she goes and gets some coaching tips from Sleepy down there, or if she's going to just avoid you for the next hour or so.
Well, she probably will avoid me for a little bit, but she wasn't happy I was up here to begin with, so she's just down there checking in, I'm sure.
That's true. That's true. 6 minutes left to go here in between games. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get our things set up for the 8th grade game. Back here in Winchester, getting ready to start the 8th grade basketball game. Again, first time watching the 8th graders play. I know Coach has watched them a couple times. What are we gonna see tonight, Coach?
Well, you'll see similar to 7th grade. They'll press full court starting off. Look to get traps down the sideline, and then they'll fall back into a 2-3 zone, and then we'll have a couple. We got Briley Lawson in the middle. That is. That is true too. We know Coach likes an early timeout, so we'll see what happens here.
Now that's broadcasting. Not only did I get a scouting report on the team, but right off the bat, scouting report on Coach Likes too.
Beardstown ball on the sideline here.
We'll get names figured out soon.
Yeah, because I don't think, as of right now, the numbers and players in the game match what is up on the board for Beardstown.
That's right, nor in our book. So we wrote down the 8th grade names, and they're not matching up.
Vicky McGee brings the ball up against some pressure, finds Lawson in the middle, over to Heaven Beams on the wing, and now they're going to pull it back out top and reverse the ball to Ashlyn Likes. Get a couple of cutters. Ashlyn Likes attacks.
Well, you were wide open, young lady, and I think she was looking to pass, and never looked for a shot.
What do you always say when we coach? What's the play?
Well, if you're open, that's the play.
That's right.
Sometimes you can't tell everybody that. You can't tell my son that because he thinks he's open all the time.
All right.
That's the way it goes. Ooh. Nice move to the baseline. Could have been a foul, but no call. You're gonna have to help me with names here, Coach.
Yeah, that was Heaven Beams that drove baseline and ran into a wall, and no call. Lost the ball.
And then the ball goes out of bounds and knocks you and I's cardboard cutout out.
Yeah, that masked man down there. It's pretty cool next to you.
Yeah, my super fan.
All right, Briley Lawson on the wing here. There, she's using her dribble to attack over to Vicky McGee, but she loses it off her hands. And it was past 30 seconds, but just a little over a minute into the game, we've got a timeout.
4:49 left to go in the first quarter. Coach Likes takes the timeout. We'll stay right here. It looks like it's just going to be a quick timeout. Get myself squared away for 8th grade basketball. If you're a fan of West Central or you're a fan here of Beardstown watching this game, you could hit subscribe for us. That really helps us out. The more subscriptions we get, the more options that open up on our page. So hit subscribe, hit the notification button there if you're not getting notifications of upcoming games. We have a football game tomorrow night. Play North Green. We'll have Coach Walker on the mic. He's been doing a nice job for us. Love listening to him call the game. So it's Coach Walker and Mr. Clayton on the mic.
Those crazy football coaches. Mr. DeWitt's one of them. I'm at a JFL football game last night, and it feels like it's 20 degrees outside with wind blowing 50 miles an hour, and they're out there in shorts.
I think it's a football coach thing. I'm not quite sure. I've never been a football coach, but maybe that's a oath you have to take before you become the coach.
I guess so. All right, Beardstown ball, inbound the ball, West Central pressuring. Beardstown breaks it pretty easy, actually. Briley Lawson gets a tipped pass and gets it to Vicky McGee, so West Central's bringing the ball back up the floor. Nice find. Ashlyn Likes drives baseline and finds Briley Lawson right under the basket for a layup. 2-0 West Central. West Central with their pressure. Beardstown overthrows their target, and Jaden Luna with a steal. Vicky McGee, a nice crossover move up top and shoots a little floater, about a 10-foot floater in the lane. Drains it. 4-0 West Central.
Right off out of the gate, I can tell West Central's 8th grade has a little more energy than our 7th grade started with. So right to start off, it's 4-0 West Central with 4 minutes to go. Another turnover shot up for West Central and good.
That's Heaven Beams. Steals a pass and goes right in for a layup. So 6-0 West Central.
3:57 left to go in the first quarter. It's a timeout for Beardstown. 6-0. We'll take it as well. Back at it here in Winchester. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. West Central bringing the pressure, up 6-0. Ball goes up the sideline. They kept him there, but just didn't shut it off.
Beardstown broke it. Now they're trying to set something up. West Central is in their 2-3 zone here again. Sometimes doesn't look like a 2-3 zone because the bottom people tend to play up really high, so it's a weird look for people sometimes.
Another turnover for Beardstown. West Central with the basketball has no trouble breaking this press. All the way to the basket, and the shot goes up, missed. Lawson with the rebound. She's going to get fouled.
Nice take by Like. She broke the press and got a shot. She took some contact there, but got to attack.
I like it. Go until you get stopped, and nobody really stopped her. Lawson's first free throw is good, makes it 7-0 West Central. She'll have another.
She's a pretty good free throw shooter. I just put the hex on her, though, didn't I?
You
My
did.
first broadcasting hex. Look at that.
She misses it. She missed that one. Yes, you did.
Man, sorry, Briley.
Didn't you read the handbook?
No, I
The
didn't.
broadcasting handbook. You don't bring stuff up like that
No.
until after they shoot it.
There. Now we got him funneled over there. Vicky needs to get up there and trap. Way to get her hand on Heaven Beams, gets her hand on the ball on the pass and knocks it out of bounds. But Heaven did a great job of stopping the ball handler, and then Vicky kind of stood there and watched. Get up there and get that trap.
Ball comes in. Number 5 dribbles with her right hand. Skip pass over to the wing. Shot up. No good. Rebound, Beardstown. Unfortunately, she brought it down, and West Central was able to tie it up.
That's going to be a battle for Briley Lawson in there. 55 for Beardstown. She's strong.
And we apologize. We don't have names right now, so they're just going on numbers. So you'll just have to watch it at home, Beardstown fans, and we'll
nice
try to catch
find
up.
by Vicky McGee. Attacking that press. Cross-court pass to Lawson in the paint for a bucket. 9-0 West Central. Still pressuring.
Struggle to get the ball in, and when they finally do, they're going to go up the sideline here.
Good hustle by Heaven Beams, being the wolf.
She knocks it out of bounds, but it stays here with Beardstown. 2:49 left to go in the first quarter. 9-0 West Central. Pass comes into number 55. She gets tied up
By Jaden Luna. Beardstown ball into their basket again. And we're going to have another tie-up. West Central ball. 55 got the ball a couple times there in the paint and being strong with it, and then as soon as it gets above your head, you're going to get tied up. Likes with another nice drop-off pass to Jaden Luna. It's 2 really nice assists from Ashland Likes.
It's 11-0 with 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. Beardstown doesn't like what they see. They're going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well.
Yeah, I'm not live.
Okay, we're back here. Beardstown inbounded the ball, still some West Central pressure. West Central gets a steal. Vicky McGee with a steal, pass ahead to Ashland Lights with a layup. It's now 13-0 West Central with about 2:10 left to go in the first quarter. Beardstown, number 5. Same thing they did in the 7th grade game. Got up the sideline, cross over to the middle, and it's pretty free for him. She gets down there and puts up a baseline jumper and misses it. Lawson with the rebound. Now Ashland likes to set something up here. Heaven Beams from the wing. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound to number 40 for Beardstown. And it looks like it's a foul on Ashland Likes. (13-0 West Central. Minute 40 left in the first. Beardstown inbounding the ball. Number 5 gets to the middle here, breaks the press. Nice job by Lawson holding her ground, just staying still. The girl basically dribbled into her, and she gets all the way to the bucket, fouled, so she will shoot 2 free throws.
She's going to the line for 2. 13-0 West Central with 1.5 left to go in the first period, quarter. First shot, nothing but net.
She makes both of them if I don't say anything.
That's right. Don't mention it. Don't mention it, and she'll hit it. Pressure still coming from West Central, up 15. Beardstown struggling. One of the
Good job. Nice find, Vicky.
I don't know. We have brought Coach DeWitt on there, so he can tell us a little bit about how many turnovers and things like that here in just a minute. I don't think we've ever done a 3-man crew on a junior high game.
Briley Lawson with the block there. I don't think anybody's ever done a 3-man crew with a junior high game. This is a historical first. Turnover, Beardstown, so West Central setting up in the half court again. Heaven Beams shoot a 3 from the top of the key, rattles in and out.
Online. It looked good from behind. We're behind that basket. It looked online.
Good trap here by West Central. They're battling over there. Good hustle. This 8th grade team come out ready to go tonight for West Central. They're playing really hard with a lot of energy and effort.
Yeah, and I noticed that right off the bat. I hope 7th grade watches this game a little bit. The energy is much different in this 8th grade game.
Kylie Clayton into the game for Jaden Luna, and Brianna Gregory into the game for, who went out? Heaven Beams. I do believe that Coach Likes calls Brianna 3-Anna because she's a 3-point specialist for us. So,
well, by her last shot, looked like she was on the money. Just rattled in and out.
Different girl, Coach. Different girl.
Am I on?
It's okay. Different girl.
I got to catch up with
Heaven
her.
rattled in and out.
Heaven.
And then Brianna's in, number 22 here.
Oh,
3-Anna.
Yeah, the Gregory girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, first go at 8th grade basketball.
That's okay.
McGee with the long shot. She misses long. It's going to be run down by Beardstown, but did she step out of bounds? Can't see.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be our ball. What we call high-low, Coach Likes calls regular. Let's see what we get out of it here.
They were wise to it, had to kick it out, and it's a turnover. My ball's rolling around, and nobody wanted to pick that thing up. They looked at it like they wanted to pick it up, but nobody picks it up. And that does it for the first quarter. 17-0, West Central in the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back at it here in Winchester, 17-0 West Central in the lead. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Just giving Beardstown fits right now.
And energy. I mean, it is the pressure, but it's just the energy and their just kind of body language as they're ready to play.
We have Coach DeWitt with us tonight. He's helping us out a little bit on the mic with us, on the book. How's it going, Coach?
It's going all right. It's a beautiful Thursday.
Beautiful. Tell us a little bit about football. Football tomorrow night. We have North Green.
That is correct. North Green at our place at 7 o'clock.
Gates open at, what time we opening those things up?
You're the boss.
Well, I say 5:30, but I think the guidelines say 6.
Yeah. For gate people are here at 5:30, we'll open up at 5:30. Watch the gates. Watch the gates.
That's right.
Kylie Clayton with a rebound and a putback off the Ashland Lakes miss. So Clayton comes in and gets a board and a bucket.
Can't wait for tomorrow night. It should be fun. It's fun to get back outside and playing again. McGee with the.
That is actually
That's
December. That's not McGee, but.
Again, I'm struggling this 8th grade names and everything else.
It's okay. It's okay. December with a steal and attempted layup, missed it. And then I don't know what happened. Did we get a foul or a jump ball?
We got a foul on Gregory.
Thriana picking up a foul.
Love it. 5 minutes left to go. Shot up by Beardstown, rebound Clayton. Likes has the basketball, passes ahead. Just correct me when I'm wrong.
Yeah, that was right.
Not if I'm wrong, just correct me when I'm wrong. Didn't do much research before this game.
Likes with a good find to Aubrey Blevins. That's like 3 assists, I think, for Likes, where she's driving and dished off for a couple of nice drop passes. She does that really well.
That's the 7th different Cougar to score for this 8th grade team here in the early going. Sharing the basketball.
That's next level stats right there.
That's right.
That's why we need that third person.
Jump ball. Aubrey Blevins did a nice on Ashland Likes' pass. She caught it, face squared up, put it in. Nice and soft off the glass.
Gregory looking for Blevins, and it's picked off. That's one of the 7th graders that's come into this game. Is that Tracy? Yep.
I believe so.
4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 21-0 West Central. Beardstown with the basketball, kicks it up to Flynn. I remember that from the 7th grade. She attacks, kicks it down low, shot up is missed. Beardstown grabs the loose ball.
That looks good.
Long shot, and she buries it. Not sure on the name. Still figuring out the book mishap, but it's a 3-point basket. 21-3 West Central.
Likes attacks. Another drop pass to Blevins. She was better guarded that time, so it was a more difficult shot, but.
There's Gregory with that 3-point basket. Battle for the rebound. Clayton had it. Is going to be a foul on Beardstown? It is. Number 24 with the foul.
Vicky McGee back in the game for Likes. Ashland Likes. Good solid minutes there.
Long shot by Gregory, but Clayton grabs the rebound. It gets kind of knocked out of bounds. They say it's going to be Beardstown basketball.
I think I've jinxed Brianna too, calling her 3-Anna. She's 0 for 2 right now.
Yeah, we'll review that handbook when we get off air here and make sure you're square on everything. I remember a couple names from the 7th grade. That's Flynn with the basketball. She passes the high post, knocked away, but Tracy runs it down. Now McGee knocks it away, and she's going to the basket. She scores. She's a nice athletic player.
Yeah, she really came on last year in 7th grade, like in that run to state, and really was a spark for him. And she's just kept going even into this year. So
Good for
done
her.
really well.
She ties up number 24. It's a jump ball. Stays with Beardstown. Flynn will trigger the basketball for Beardstown. Setting some wing screen. Another long shot. It's going to be long. Clayton with the rebound.
Number 5 liked the first one, so she fired up again.
McGee handles the pressure. Into Gregory, into Blevins. Blevins puts it up and scores. Nice ball movement by West Central. 2.5 to go, 25-3 here in the second quarter. Want to thank Dakota Chumley for helping us out in the first game, and now Amanda Wortman.
Was that 5 again?
Shooter,
Another
shoot.
3. That's right. She's feeling it. She's got a heat check here in just a minute.
She better pull it from the white volleyball spike line next time. I would anyways.
You would start from there.
I'm not afraid.
All right, Coach, we've got 4 in for West Central. Who are they?
All right, so we've got Haley Jefferson, Heaven Beams, Gracie Clark, and Mackenzie Jones in with Vicky. So Vicky McGee stayed in.
Well, it wasn't a shot, but it was a long pass. It gets knocked away. Timeout is called by Coach from Beardstown. 30-second timeout. We're going to stay here. Only a 30-second timeout with 1:46 to go. As I was saying, we thank Dakota for being here and helping us out. And now Amanda Wortman now helping us on the cameras. Can't do it without them. More help needed, though, Coach. We have a Cougar Booster meeting. I think it's the 13th of April. So if you're interested in stopping by, it'll be at 5 o'clock at the high school. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got an upcoming golf outing in May.
Well, which I am, it's going to be May 22nd. I'm still working on some of the details, but it's going to be a 9-hole tournament for Cougar Boosters. Looking for all golfers, experienced golfers, and some who don't play a whole lot. We're going to make it fun, so come out and join us.
Yeah, so we have the golf outing, and then that night we'll have part of the Longmire Band. I think it's the acoustic version of the Longmire Band. Drummer was booked or busy or something, but they guaranteed us a good time, so we're looking forward to it. Tracy with the shot for Beardstown, misses it. Rebound by West Central.
Haley Jefferson with a nice rebound.
So that's May 22nd out at Plum Creek Golf Course. It's a fundraiser for the Cougar Boosters. We haven't done much this year. We're looking forward to getting out and having some fun.
Vicky McGee bringing the ball up the floor against some pressure. She drives middle, kicks it to Beams on the wing for a 3. Short. And the 2 7th grade girls for Beardstown there. Rebound and an outlet up to number 5. We got to get 5's name out here. What's her name?
8 points for her, so we'll try to catch that at halftime. 1 minute left to go here in the half. West Central slows it down, comes over here to the wing. Beams with the basketball, nice pass down low. Couldn't handle, Clark couldn't handle it. Looks like it's going to be a turnover and maybe a foul.
Well, even my updated picture I got still doesn't have number 5 listed, so.
Maybe YouTube's helping us out. We'll have Amanda check it out later. See if somebody from Beardstown's going to help us out with a name.
Shooter. Call her Shooter.
Shooter McGavin?
So many kids don't even know what movie that's from.
Vicky with a steal, a crossover, and a layup. Vicky McGee.
Well, it is 20 years old now, Coach, so that movie, wasn't it?
At least.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah. He just did if you saw Sandler do that golf shot like a couple weeks ago. So I think it was on the 20th anniversary of it. 20 seconds left to go. Beardstown kicks it out, but it's picked off by West Central. McGee has the basketball. 15 seconds left to go. She crosses the timeline over to Beams. Beams had it, put her head up to either pass or shoot it. Took her eyes off the ball.
She was ready to shoot that bad boy, I
She
think.
was. 10 seconds left to go, 27-8. Number 5 with the basketball. It's Garter now. She throws to the low post. Number 24. She's going to get tied
Clark, nice defense down there, being vertical and strong. Oh.
Looks like it's maybe McGee shaking up a little bit on the play.
Yeah.
With a little over a second left, second and a half left to play. 27-8 West Central. So it was she pops right back up. I was going to say she looked like she might be down for a little while. Looks like a wrist maybe.
Yeah. Comes Gregory back in the game for this last 1.7. I don't imagine we'll get a shot here. Well, she did chuck one up there, a little short.
That takes us to halftime, 27-8 West Central. We'll take a couple minutes for a break, and we'll be back with some stats. Back at it here in Winchester. Halftime score, 27-8 West Central. Coach DeWitt, any stats?
Yeah, all of Beardstown's points have been scored by number 5. We still don't have a name on that player, so if anyone from Beardstown is watching and can help us out, that'd be greatly appreciated. The story for Beardstown, though, they got 21 turnovers so far in the first half. So I think their coach is going to go in and talk about taking care of the basketball. For West Central, they only have 7 turnovers, which has really helped them control the basketball here in the first half of this game and propelling them to that 19-point lead. But scoring's across the board. No in particular standouts. Like I said earlier, we got 7 players that have scored in this first half. So a whole team contributing to the success so far for this 8th grade group.
Balanced scoring, pressure, coach. Is this what we see all the time out of the 8th grade?
The balanced scoring, not necessarily all the time, but the pressure. 8th grade struggles at times finishing just like the 7th graders do. But we're putting the ball in the hole tonight, so I'd say our field goal percentage is pretty good. But very similar. Full court pressure, 2-3 zone. Look to attack with guards and, drop off some passes for some easy buckets.
Yeah, I love the effort already. You know, it was a big difference, and that's no knock on the 7th grade, or maybe it is, depending on how you look at it.
It's a knock. I'm knocking them.
Your daughter played 7th grade, so you're going to talk to her probably a little bit about it. But the energy level was much different in this 8th grade game.
Yeah.
They really came at it, established themselves early, put Beardstown on their heels, and really just took it at them. So 5 minutes left to go in the half. Again, we can pick back up what we were talking about, Coach. We were talking a little bit about Booster Club at let's see, it'll be April 13th, I think it is, if that's the Tuesday. We have a meeting at 5 o'clock at Winchester Auditorium. All are welcome. If you do come, you'll probably get a job.
Yeah.
You could be a broadcaster. You could be
organizing a golf tournament.
That's right.
You could do all the things that you and Amanda, there's Denny and Amanda do all kinds of stuff. They're here at the school as much as the teachers, custodians, everybody else is here. So, and Mr. DeWitt over there, he is too. He's here a lot.
Yep, that's what we do, and that's why we do it. You know, all of our money goes back to the athletics here. So, when we get a chance to put something together like a fundraiser that we're going to do here in May, hopefully it's a good time for everybody, but also it's a little bit of a fundraiser for us. So we can start with some funds next year and put some things out there. All the stuff that you see out here when you think of, new fence on the baseball field, new scoreboards out there, all the things, video board here, broadcasting equipment, all that stuff comes because we get help from everybody out there. So we appreciate all that, all the donations, all the advertising, things like that. That's what makes it work here.
I'll add to that too is it's Cougar Boosters, so this is open to both communities, Winchester and Bluffs. We'd love to have some folks in the Bluffs community come over and participate and add some of their ideas and help us out.
Agreed. We have a few, but we'd love more. Again, that's Tuesday. I think it's April 13th is that Tuesday, 5 o'clock in the auditorium. We're still going to be talking about our upcoming fundraiser that's at the golf course on May 22nd, the golf outing, and the Longmire Band being there in the evening. If all goes according to plan and we don't step back into another phase or something like that. So
I think we could pull it off anyway.
Yes, I hope so.
I think we can pull it off.
I hope so. 3 minutes left to go before the start of the third quarter. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Back at it here in Winchester. We're about to start the third quarter. It's 27-8 West Central, and they've really controlled things from the get-go. Don't forget tomorrow night, football, West Central and North Green. That will start around 7 o'clock. You'll hear Coach Walker and Mark Clayton, who has a daughter out here playing. He's going to be on the mic. See the Clayton boys down there. They're not causing any problems yet.
None at all. I only see one of them, though.
That's why there's no problems, maybe. Love the Claytons. Here comes Beardstown with the basketball. Ball goes in and is knocked out of bounds. Well, nope.
Oh, no. She saved it. She's trapped in the corner now. Kicks it out top to number 3 for Beardstown. West Central in their 2-3 zone. Ball goes to the middle. Pass over the block. Briley Lawson with a block shot.
Is that Luna that would track down the loose ball?
Yep.
I'm getting better.
You are getting better.
Likes with the basketball, kicks it over to Clayton. She thought about it, goes inside to Lawson. She turns around, missed the shot. Luna with the rebound, shot and missed. Could have got fouled. I don't know.
I would agree. She probably got fouled, yeah. Nice move by Lawson, though. She caught that. Nice post move.
Ball comes to the wing, back up to the top of the key for Beardstown. She's going to keep it simple. We never did get the updated names, so we apologize. One of the first times we've had this problem. Ball in the wing, guarded closely. Kicked back out to the top of the key.
Yeah, West Central's now kind of, since it's 27-8, they're in their 2-3 zone, and they kind of stay back a little bit, don't put a lot of pressure on the ball, and just look to have those block defenders come out and getting passing lanes on the wings.
And just as you say that's what Clayton was doing. She came up and knocked that ball away. She was thinking fast break. It kind of got away from her a little bit, and it'll stay with Beardstown. Yep, they're really kind of up there harassing that basketball. And those bottom players, as you were talking about, are just kind of getting up there and taking advantage of the pressure on the ball.
And you just don't see much. It's hard for girls at this level to be able to make the right pass to not allow that block defender to get all the way to the wing.
Clayton with the ball above her head. She drives baseline, going all the way to the basket, and scores.
That was like a Shamgod crossover right there. She wasn't a traditional left to right. She almost pulled it back with her right hand. Nice move, Clayton.
High-low action for Beardstown. Shot goes up. It's missed. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Stays here with Beardstown.
Beardstown inbounds the ball. Number 40 catches it on the baseline. Up to the free throw line for the jumper. That's no good. Rebound by Gregory. Outlet to the Likes. And she's going to bring it up the floor and set something up here. She dribbles to the right side, kicks it to the corner to Gregory for a three. And it rolls around. Comes out. Clayton with the rebound. Puts one back up. Misses. And then Briley Lawson. Another rebound, but she'll be fouled, so she'll go to the line for two. Lawson's first one is up and no good. 29-8 with 3:21 left in the third quarter here. Lawson gets her second one up and it's good. 30-8. I stepped all over you right there. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. We're just getting the feel for this.
All right, Beardstown.
Beardstown with the basketball goes into the high post. It's going to be tied up, though. Lawson gets her hands on it.
I'm at a loss for words.
Well, Coach DeWitt kind of bailed on us right now. Don't really know what he's doing right now, but I'm hoping he'll get back here pretty soon.
Yeah, he did a good job at halftime stats, and we're not taking him, so. All right, Likes up top. She drives down the right side. Another nice pass from Likes. Just drops it off to Lawson, and she blows the bunny.
I'm sure Coach Likes will be all over that, right?
Yeah.
Or Coach Lawson, I should say. Father there missing that shot. Lawson gets the rebound on Beardstown's shot. Outletted to Likes. And here comes West Central.
Nice stop and go dribble there from Likes. Clayton. Clayton attacks. Oh.
Nice pass to Lawson. Lawson misses the layup. Gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. It's going to come up to Likes.
Good
Likes
ball movement here.
over to Gregory.
Use that dribble, Gregory.
Gregory throws it into Lawson. That was going to be a tough one to handle anyway.
And not the right trajectory. It's too high. Not high enough. I was going to go Major League there, but it's the wrong way. So the angle was bad.
Lawson grabs the loose ball. Kicks it out to Likes. Likes with the basketball. Down to Lawson. Another one missed by Lawson. 1:46 left to go. 30-8 West Central.
Likes to have another three assists on these passes. She's going to have a talk with her friend Briley Lawson after this. She's got to finish those.
Beardstown with the shot up. No good. Rebound run down by Lawson.
Looks like we got a timeout, 30-second timeout.
It is a 30-second timeout with 1:28 left to go in the third quarter. 30-8 West Central. We'll take it as well. Back here in Winchester, 1:28 left to go in the third quarter, 30-8 West Central.
Beardstown picking up some pressure here. Vicky curls around. Vicky McGee's back in the ball game. Looks like her wrist is okay. Shot missed. Rebound by Gracie Clark and a putback. Nice job, Gracie. A few games ago, I'm related to Gracie, and a few games ago I saw her shooting three-pointers in pregame and halftime, and I told her to knock that off and start practicing on shots around the basket, and it looks like it paid off right there.
There
nice
you
job,
go.
Gracie.
I'm giving you the bonus point there.
All right, rebound by Aubrey Blevins to Vicky McGee. Oh!
And she falls hard. Not quite sure what happened there.
She looked like to cross over all by herself, and like her foot slipped, and she fell straight down on the ball, like the chest on her ball, like where you would knock the wind out of yourself.
Right.
She popped up in a hurry, though, there. Rough night for Vicky.
Yeah, I think it not only surprised us, it surprised her. I mean, that's how hard she fell.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to say "oh" like that when you're broadcasting. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah. Glad she's okay. She walked off on her own power. 48 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
December Mitchell with the ball. Back to Gregory. She's handling some pressure from number 5 for Beardstown. Going left, looking for somebody, and pass sails out of bounds past Heaven Beams.
One player was curling, the other one wasn't throwing the curl, and that's just kind of how it happens sometimes. Just not a good read. Didn't get a good read on that, and that happens.
And give credit to the Beardstown defender for putting good ball pressure on and making it hard to read that cut.
30 seconds left to go, 32-8 West Central. Ball goes into the low post, guarded by Clark. Ball's knocked away by Gregory.
Beardstown defender on the floor ends up with a tie-up, it looks like.
It's going to stay here with Beardstown with 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Inbound to number 5.
She takes the shot, misses short, rebounded by
December Mitchell.
December Mitchell. She goes up the floor. 3 seconds left. Need a shot. Not going to get it.
Evan. Down and distance, to use a football reference.
That's right. We'll talk a little bit about that when we come back from break. 32-8 heading into the fourth quarter. Back at it here in Winchester. 1 quarter left to go. 32-8 West Central. And, Coach, you talked about down and distance, a football term that we also use in basketball. What's that about?
Well, you just got to understand time, score. Know what the clock's saying. If you got a chance to get a shot, you can. Of course, we're up 32-8, so it wasn't necessary. But just having that awareness of how much time's left, what the score is, and what kind of play you need to execute to be successful.
Right.
Heaven Beams got the ball on the inbounds, drove middle of the lane, and shot a nice little floater off the glass. So it's 34-8 West Central.
First time seeing 8, and some of these names are new to me. And is it Heaven, you say?
Yes, Heaven.
She's been impressive on a couple of her shots.
Yeah, she's a nice player. She's this is our first year, obviously, of co-op with Winchester and Bluff. So she's a Bluff player. We've got 3 Bluff players out there right now: Gracie Clark and December Mitchell and Heaven Beam. So glad to have this kind of co-op, I guess that's what you call it, happening. And for all the sports in junior high, I think it's just going to help us be more successful. So
yep, I think this co-op, along with the junior high boys, made it a official co-op across the board. You know, we started in football back in 2002 and finished up our complete co-op, you know, with the co-op of these teams. So it's one of those things, especially junior high, you start looking at the numbers, it was getting tough on both ends. So
yeah, for sure.
Nice to see the 2 groups together. They're going to play all the way through high school together, so why not?
Beardstown, number 24 at the line, shooting 2. She missed both. December Mitchell with the rebound to Beams as she pushes it up the floor. Attacks.
She's going to get called for traveling, and I think probably a victim of the circumstance right now. It's 34-8, and there was probably a good foul there is the reason
that she traveled.
She traveled. So keep your head up. That happens.
Yeah.
She comes right back out and ties up number 24 and gets the ball back. Five minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Beams with the basketball. She's going all the way to the basket.
Find it. Nice find.
Really impressed with her in this game.
That's she drove the middle, made the defender make a choice, and the defender came to her, and she dropped a nice little bounce pass off to Gracie Clark, who just looked like she fumbled it on the way up. She caught the pass, but trying to transition from catching to shooting, she fumbled it a little bit, but it's all right.
Long shot by Beardstown, rebounded by Clark to Beams. She's going to bring it up against the pressure. Has no problem with it.
Another opportunity.
Going all the way to the basket, splits defenders, gets fouled this time. And it depends on how they call it. It looks like they're going to call it on the floor. And they do.
They do. All right, let's see if this group can execute the high-low or regular, as Eric Spolstra / Jason likes to call it.
Oh, I like that.
He's got a little Eric Spolstra in him, right?
I can see that. That's a good call, Coach. That's broadcasting at its finest.
That's right. We missed the play there, though. A nice pass and into Aubrey Blevins, who, again, looked like she might have had some contact that didn't get called, but didn't get to finish the layup. But it's a nice cut.
Another instance of knowing down and distance, because it's late in the game and you're up as high as you're up. You're not probably going to get a lot of those fouls. So just push through contact as best you can, and hopefully you get the foul. But if bare minimum, you get the layup. So here comes pressure, and they're going to have to bring somebody else up here other than just Jefferson. The ball goes all the way to half court to nobody. Beardstown takes it. Shot up. Good.
Number 5 gets another one. So on the floor right now for West Central, we have Haley Jefferson, Mackenzie Jones, December Mitchell, Aubrey Blevins, and Gracie Clark. So this will be a good opportunity for these guards, Mackenzie Jones and December and Haley, to get some minutes here under some pressure. They're pressuring a little bit, so good chance to develop. And
that's right, because you can't simulate this. You know, no matter how many practices you have, you know, use this time, get better as a basketball team, you know, depth-wise. It's 34-10. West Central in command of this game, but you're right. Use it and get better. Number 5 with the shot, she misses. Ball bounces back to her. She passes down low to number 24. Shot up, missed. Rebound by Blevins.
There you go. Nice rebound, Aubrey. Stayed composed and then just, what do we got here? Out of bounds, a foul. There we go. Look like a foul on Beardstown, so West Central will be inbounding the ball in front of their bench. Haley Jefferson throws it into Jones. Over to Aubrey Blevins. Nice ball movement.
Jones found Blevins. Good ball movement, and she just missed the shot. Here comes Beardstown across the timeline. 3.5 to go. 34-10 West Central. Shot up by Beardstown. Missed long. Blevins with the rebound.
Another rebound by Blevins. Mackenzie Jones doing a decent job bringing the ball up the floor. Picks up her dribble right past half court, throws it to Jefferson, who goes off her hands. Number 5 for Beardstown gets another shot, but misses it. Rebound to West Central.
Is that Mitchell?
That is
Mitchell with the basketball, and she's active.
She's a really athletic girl. I don't, again, it's a girl from Bluff, so I haven't got to see her play as much as I have the other girls from Winchester, but really athletic and has some potential there for sure.
Yeah, you can tell she attacks the ball. I mean, when she was rebounding, she's one of the few girls that's going up and jump, kind of like what we talked about with Maya Little. She's jumping off the floor. She's grabbing the rebound, not waiting for the ball to come to her. So watch more of her. Bright spot for West Central. 2:46 left to go. Looks like a timeout. 34-10. We'll take it as well. Back here in Winchester, 2:46 left to go in the game. Glad to have Mr. DeWitt back. He was kind of tied up there for a while, but back with us here to finish out the game.
Yeah, had a few things to take care of.
Comes along with the territory, athletic director around here, right?
It does.
Can't sit down on the job, that's for sure. That's for sure.
And when you try to, something else comes up.
Long shot by Beardstown, missed short. It's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to go to West Central.
And Beardstown's going to put some pressure here, so Jefferson's going to have to inbound the ball.
You may have to, well, we'll see what happens. Ball comes into Mitchell.
Nice pass.
She's going to go attack the basket, pulls it out, and does a nice job of recognizing she didn't have anything. Now she does. She takes a shot. In and out. Clark with the rebound.
Clark. Good power dribble in there, too.
Fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds. going to be Beardstown basketball. Flynn, the 7th grader, comes into the game for Beardstown. I remember a couple names here. She triggers the offense. Nobody guarding on the wing. Shot goes up. It's missed long. Blevins with the rebound.
Blevins has quite a few rebounds in there the second half.
Doing a nice job. Jones with the outlet
Way
pass.
to battle. She kind of got knocked off her line there, lost the ball, and came back and got it. She wasn't giving up.
It's good to see some of these players, like you talked about just a second ago, get in the game and get some game actions. Much different than practice. Everybody knows to play in practice, Coach.
Yeah.
So, you know, just you can't, like I said, you can't simulate this for some of these players to get on the floor and get in a rhythm of some things.
There's some confusion defensively here for West Central. One thing you got to be able to do is communicate. So even if you're out there and you don't know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, you got to talk to your teammates and find out. Kenzie Jones gets her hand on a pass, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Beardstown, though. There's some talk. Not just coming from Eric Spolstra.
Shot up by Beardstown. It's long. It's rebounded by Clark. Well, again, one of those rebounds that's tough to kind of grab because it didn't hit anything other than the backboard, and those are tough. So good job for her. Jones gets fouled by Flynn with 1:20 left to go in the game. That's team foul number 4. That's Flynn's first for the game.
That was some one-on-one crime right there.
Yeah. Easy, bud. We're on air.
Right there.
Ball gets passed to Mitchell, but goes out of bounds.
Flynn, right?
That is Flynn. I remember Flynn and Tracy.
And a bucket from number 40 for Beardstown. Catches the ball kind of mid-post there on the wing. Turns around, hits a jumper.
Sub for Beardstown, and they're going to bring the continue to bring the pressure. Ball into Mitchell, and she was turning up the floor before she had it. Turnover, West Central. Flynn with the ball. She kicks it out top. Ball's all over the place right now.
Everybody's scrambling and hustling. Jones working really hard out there.
Jones to the basket. She's fouled, and she goes up. With 44 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
She earned that one. She worked really hard down here fighting, so get a chance to knock a couple free throws down.
Football team had their meal. What'd they have tonight, Coach?
Pasta. A lot of different types of pasta.
I didn't see any to-go containers for us, but
Didn't
we'll take your
ask.
word for it.
Mackenzie Jones missed both, but gets her own rebound. Gets it over to Haley Jefferson, who dribbles to the right side of the floor. One too many times. Turnover is going to go to Beardstown.
Well, Coach, 30 seconds left to go in the game. 34-12. Flynn with the basketball. She splits the defense. Shot up. Missed. Another shot by Beardstown. Might have been touched by West Central.
Yep, we got the tip sign going from from Mr. Savage out there.
That looks like one of our officials from Fitness World.
That's right.
Ball to the wing, picked off by December Mitchell. She's going all the way to the basket.
See if she can get a finish here.
She misses the layup.
Battles for a rebound. Beardstown has it. I feel like this is not going to end well.
And it is a foul. Flynn had the basketball, fouled by Mitchell.
Mitchell's playing really hard. She's missed that layup, but she was trying to get back on D. And
more court time for her, and she's going to be a factor for
yeah,
the 8th grade group. You know, she has a lot of, you can tell, a lot of athletic ability there. Shot up by Flynn. This should end the game, and it does. With a final score, 34-12, West Central moves to, we'll say, 6-0. I know it's somewhere in between there.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
5 and 6-0, and we'll call it a night. Coach, first time on the mic. You going to come back and visit us soon?
We'll see what the comments say. They may not let me.
We are not professionals. None of us are. But we enjoy doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it at home. So we're
chasing elite mediocrity here.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to steal that when you're not on the air with me. That's
Okay.
going to be my word.
All right, go ahead.
I like it. So that ends the game. West Central 34, Beardstown 12. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, you'll hear Coach Walker and Coach Clayton as West Central takes on North Green. So excited to see that. Had a big turnout when Greenfield came to town. We'll have it live too. So if you can't make it, tune in to West Central Athletics. Click on the link and you can watch it from home. We also have a game next Tuesday here in Winchester, volleyball team. Who do they play, Amanda? They have a game Monday too. So we have plenty of things. Check out our website. We'll have the links posted for you no matter where they're at. Dakota Chumley does a nice job of making sure everybody knows what link to hit and where to go, and we couldn't do it without her. So anything else, Coach?
That's it for me.
Let's call it a night. 34-12, nice win for the 8th grade. We'll see you tomorrow night with football.